Trail. This is Mrs. Archer with your daily Wildcat Wire news. Today is Monday, March 1st, 2021. Please join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today, the weather is 41 degrees with partly cloudy skies. All right, today we want to thank all of you for being so respectful last month. For our character creed trait for the month of March, we would like to focus on the trait of being honest. So what is honesty? Many think honesty simply means that you don't tell a lie, and that is definitely part of being honest, but honesty means more than not lying. A more complete definition of honesty shows that an honest person doesn't do things that are morally wrong. If something you do is breaking the law, or if you have to hide what you are doing because you'll get in trouble, you're probably not being honest. So what are some key components to successful honesty? Honesty is speaking the truth, saying things that aren't true or that you think might not be true or that you think are making up to hide the truth are all types of lies. Honesty is in how you act. When you do something you know is morally wrong, or when you have to hide your actions because you know they are wrong, you are not being honest. Honesty is also whether you treat yourself the same way. Being honest with yourself means you really know why you are acting in a certain way, or whether what you tell yourself is true. Remember to ask yourself, when I talk to friends, teachers, or my parents, am I telling the truth? When my friends are doing something that I know is wrong, am I able to walk away? Most importantly, the person who you are portraying to be on social media or at school, is that the person you truly are? Remember, being honest never hurts anyone. Being a liar only hurts you. We want to recognize two athletes that were left off last week's announcements about sports teams. Congratulations to Diego C. and Maddox C. for making the 8th grade volleyball team, and good luck. One of the hardest things for me about working out is not seeing results fast enough. We live in a society where we can have anything we want instantaneously. Information is at our fingertips, groceries can be ordered and delivered within a few hours, TV shows are on demand when we want to watch them, you name it, we can get it with a phone and an app. If you recall some weeks ago, I talked about my son getting a postcard from his basketball coach that said, "Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard." Last night, my hard work on the bike paid off. It was the hardest ride of this 8-week challenge yet. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the hardest, the difficulty range when I logged on was 8.7. With the exception of some climb and hills classes, that's pretty hard, but I went into it with a semi-positive attitude. The first song had me in a good mood and I was getting my dance bike moves on. The warm-up was 12 minutes, and by the time we got into the first set, I thought I might just have a good ride. The first set lasted 18 minutes. Once I was done, I looked at my leaderboard and saw I was about 10 points away from a personal record. I was thinking I just might be able to break it today. There's still 30 minutes left, and the hard part is coming up next. Okay, so I hide the leaderboard, don't pay attention, just do your best and find your groove. The mechanics of any ride has to do with two things. The first is how fast your legs move, essentially how many times you turn the pedals in a minute. The other is resistance. That is how gritty the pedals feel. For example, for me, a natural cadence is about 85. The higher the resistance go, the slower my legs go because it's hard for me to turn those pedals. Some instructors say it's like walking in mud. When you put those two numbers together, you get what's called your output, or how hard you're working. Trust me, I'm going somewhere with this. I had a revelation that totally relates to school, I promise. During the second set, we were going to the zone where you really work hard for 1 minute, and for me this is about 2:05, and pull back for 2 minutes, so about a 1:52, and rinse and repeat, as my coach would like to say, 3 times. As I was riding, I noticed if I turned that resistance knob just 1 or 2 points higher, my output really increased. Sure, I was sweating a little more, but I liked how I was feeling, so I kept going. By the time we were done with that last set of 3, I was like, this isn't too bad. And that's when I started thinking. Yesterday, I was looking up some of our students' grades when I noticed something odd. One particular student was passing all of their classes but 2. They weren't just a little bit failing at like a 57%, it was in the teens percentage. Basically, if I were going to translate this into my bike work, this student is not moving the legs fast at all and not making it the least bit hard to turn the pedals. I think about work all the time. I try to relate my experiences with the hard work I do on the bike to the hard work you all put into school. And today there was a direct correlation. You need to turn the knobs just a little bit. And just like me on that bike, you will start to see changes in your grades. So how do you turn the knob at school? Go to office hours. It's that little bit extra you put in, and in the long run, that little bit pays off. I can only imagine what 2 visits of 30 minutes each for each of those classes would do for that student. I mean, I really don't need to imagine. Kids who go to office hours get better grades. It's a fact. Assistant principals who turn the knob and keep their eyes on the prize get PRs on rides that they haven't seen in 4 months. Trust me when I tell you, you have all the power to be successful just by the click of a Zoom or a Google Meets link. But the choice is yours. Love and respect yourself enough to put in a little extra work that makes all the difference. I can tell you the second I finished my ride, my fists were in the air like I actually won a real race or $1 million. And it was all because I was willing to put in just a few extra turns to maximize what I already knew deep down inside I had in me. I want to thank Ada L. in 8th grade for giving me the suggestion about a topic of self-love and gratification, because this is it, guys. Success in life takes you far. Hard work takes you far. Bet on yourself and you will never lose. Thank you to everyone who submitted things they want to know about me. I have a good start, and I'm going to ask you again this week for some more suggestions so we can add a little bit more, and I will have those answers to those questions this Friday. All right, last week's Mrs. Archer's Wheel of Fun winners. The question was, what is something that you make really good? And I want these recipes from both of these students because they sound amazing. In 6th grade, Jack P. makes an amazing cheesecake dip, so I will expect that recipe from you on Thursday, Jack P., when you come to school. And Josepha S. in 7th grade, I want that recipe for those cinnamon rolls because my son loves good cinnamon rolls. So she makes those with her sister. I'm pretty excited about that. I like the kind in the can too. That was a lame, Mr. Lubing, you tightened it too much. That was I'm doing a second one, obviously. Oh, got any tokens? So this one is, what is your favorite video game? Or like if you were to go to an arcade or something, what would be your favorite thing that you would spend all your tokens on? For me, it would totally be skee ball at Chuck E. Cheese. That about wraps it up for us here today. Remember that today is a B Day. Be sure that you attend your B Day Encore classes. Thank you again for watching, and remember to start each day with a positive attitude, face new challenges, and always rise above. Have a great day, Wildcat. See you tomorrow.